breaking into their own country. They're going to do us harm. It's all this fear tactic, but it's education, and the thing that saved me was my knowledge of the goodness of the universe, because this universe, you can live in it, and you can be as evil as you want, and all you're going to do is create an opposite force that is the real force. It's not really an opposite force. There's no duality. There's only one truth, and that one truth will ring through. And that one truth saved me. It took me through that whole labyrinth of deception and fraud and evilness, and brought me to this point. And that's the way this universe works. And so no matter how much we see the evilness, we can't. It's nothing. It's an illusion. Just like wealth is an illusion. Like Ted Kennedy will tell you that. No matter how rich he is, and how wealthy and how many boats he has, he's only got one body, and when that body is ready to go, it goes, and there's nothing. No one can. Your wealth can't save you there. And that's what all these people are going to find out, and they're going to find out, in the worst possible manner. And rather than to be afraid of these people, we have to really, find in our heart to love them and to feel sorry for them.
Tommy Chong, amazing. Let's come back with Kevin Booth. This is unbelievable. This is really powerful stuff. Stay with us. The police were never involved in your business 50, 60, 100 years ago, unless it was a murder, a crime. Now they've got an excuse. They're looking for drugs, something that's addictive, something people want. And, of course, they're going to also be in control of that business because they're the only ones that can be. And a low-level poor cop on the ground getting shot by some crackhead, he's not. It's a trap. They put it out for you. When you take the bait, they get you. And we're about to go to Kevin Booth for this segment. The next, hold him over with us when we got another guest coming on about the tasers. But Tommy Chong is our guest, a.k.a. TommyChong.com is the film. Mr. Chong, fire out some of your websites, your comedian website. You've also got a book coming out in August. Tell us about that.
Well, I've got I wrote the unauthorized autobiography of Cheech and Chong, because Cheech and I were on the outs for so many years, and I just wrote a book about it. And now the funny thing is we're going back on tour in the fall, and in fact I'm meeting him later on in a couple of hours. We're going to talk about a grill called Up in Smoke, something like the George Foreman grill. And it's going to be Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke grill.
I wonder if the government will raid that.
Probably. They'll see the smoke and they'll think, well, when there's smoke and there's Chong, there's something else being burned.
Well, so you guys are just about to have your reunion today.
Yeah, we're going to reunion. We're going to meet today, actually, in a couple hours.
I want to give you guys some time to get back to being pals, but please let me get you and Cheech for your first big radio interview here. A couple million listeners will. Please come on here.
Yeah, well, we'll give you the scoop. You'll be the first to get it.
Man, you are the best. Now, fire out your own personal website, not just a.k.a. TommyChong.com.
Well, the one I'm on, or I'm going to be on, live video. It's the TommyChong.com on live video. So that's what I'm working on now. It's going to be an interactive, where we talk to the people and we put programs on. I'm going to have programs like funny skits that we do, like I did on YouTube for a while. I had one looking for a Mexican. And
well, I mean, all you do is Google Tommy Chong, and there's just millions of things pop up. Absolutely amazing. Now, I'm going to go to Kevin Booth here for just a moment while you're on. I appreciate him holding the maker of AmericanDrugWar.com that you're in. But just in closing, we want to be clear. They've seized the DVD, a.k.a. TommyChong.com, but some are still available at a.k.a. TommyChong.com. They do not want you to see this. The woman who had it seized is the woman that's the villain in it, and it's a sealed indictment. They won't. It's like Kafka. They won't let you know what the secret crime is.
Yeah, that's it. And it's under investigation, and they said the investigation could take as long as 15 years.
Amazing. When does the Cheech and Chong reunion tour start?
In the fall sometime. I don't have an exact date, but
that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge. I mean, you guys have always been huge, but it's like retro, so big again. I'm sure you know that.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons we're back. You know, we had to, bury our differences and suck it up and light up and toke up and do it again.
Hey, Kevin Booth, this is amazing stuff. Few guests have me actually speechless, but Tommy Chong's amazing. I appreciate you hooking me up with him, Kevin.
Anytime. With Tommy, hey, Tommy, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, Kevin?
Good to talk to you again. I wanted to talk while Tommy was on there just about what I had to go through to be able to get into prison while Tommy was in there. I mean, it took 4 months, and I actually had to have Alex's help there, giving me, FCC licenses. Every time the prison in Taft would get back with me and tell me that I, had been okayed, and we would actually book our flights and book hotels.
I'd have to call. I'd have to send them corporate documents. Ted Anderson would have to call to prove it was media. Stay there, Kevin. Back in 60 seconds, final 5 minutes with Tommy Chong, ladies and gentlemen. Then Kevin Booth's going to ride shotgun for the rest of the hour with us. We got the head of the Medical Examiner Association coming on, who is outraged that they're saying doctors and medical examiners can't say tasers kill you. A judge is gagging them. I mean, this is insane. Tommy Chong, our amazing guest. Stay with us. Yeah, Kevin, I remember you for like 8, 9, I'm guessing months and months, and I had to call and give them more documents and have prison call me and GloboCore or whatever it was called, and I even forgot about that, the hoops you jumped through to get in to see Tommy in prison. Tell folks about that.
Yeah, I've had easier time, trying to get a record deal with Warner Brothers. It was like, it's the same, it was a privately owned prison, the Taft Corporation. It used to be called Wackenhut. They changed it to the Geo Group. And people should go and you should Google Geo Group, and you'll see that this is a U.S.-based corporation that has prisons on 7 continents. And they even have like a picture of the globe with little dots where all their prison facilities and detention centers are sprinkled all over the world. And, basically every time they would tell me that, okay, you've got the okay, they'd give me a date, I'd book the flights, I'd hire the crew.
They do that on purpose.
Yeah, I had several times. I had a time when I had gotten the whole crew here to Los Angeles. This is back when I was living in Texas. And then the woman calls me and like, oh, we're not going to be able to allow you to get in unless you fax us that, I had lawyers and people.
Well, we got 3 minutes left. Tommy, you want to comment on that? That's just a one little
I
view.
have no idea, man. They never let me know anything, inside.
But that's just one little example of the manipulation.
Right. Well, they let me in right before he got out.
Hold on, Tommy, go ahead.
If my wife showed up wearing the wrong pair of shoes, they wouldn't let her in. And that's after driving, hours and hours and hours.
Kevin?
What they did was they purposely just allowed me in to interview him right before he got out. That was their thinking.
That's what it was, huh?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter, because you got a good movie there, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Well, the fact is, everybody knows who the bad guys are, and Tommy's had amazing courage to do this, and I don't know how long this system can go or what's going to change. Tommy Chong, do you see a revolution coming?
No, it's a quiet revolution. It's a Mahatma Gandhi type revolution. Where it's like the Barack Obama thing. Where he's not beholden to big corporations, and that's what happened. The trouble, what happened. Everything happens for a reason. We got to realize that, and it's a yin and yang thing. The higher the oil prices become, the more dependent we will become on electric cars. So it's all going to work out fine.
So you see it as a renaissance?
Totally. Quiet, because you can't. I read a bumper sticker one time. You can't win peace. You can't fight peace. You have to become peaceful, and that's when you can't fight a peaceful person. It's impossible. One time I got attacked at the airport, and the guy used karate on me, and I didn't fight back at all. and his blows were ineffective. They just stopped. He just eventually stopped, and then the cops took him away, and and
why did the idiot attack you?
Huh?
Why did he attack you? Just for no reason?
It was Hare Krishna. They were trying to shut the Hare Krishnas down from begging at the airport, and so the airport employees were walking behind the Hare Krishnas blowing whistles, and I happened to be standing there, and I got involved. This guy started pushing me, and I pushed him back, and he turned out to be a hitman, a karate guy for the Hare Krishnas, and he attacked me. And I just didn't do anything. And I'm a brawler. I'm a hockey player. I can get into a good one. But something just stopped me from doing anything. And that's when I found out the power of
amazing. Tommy Chong.
Great.
Tommy Chong, thank you so much for all the time. I can't wait to have you in. Cheech on. Thank you so much. Let me say bye to you during the break. Thank you so much. Kevin, stay there. Another big guest coming up too. Stay with us.